Welcome to another video, a RiderCamTV video, and today we are looking at the CarPlay Motorcycle Z55B Motorcycle CarPlay Screen with blind spot detection, dash cam and tyre pressure monitors.
Got all sorts on it.
I know. Now this is a system that is, these people, the CarPlay Motorcycle, are run by the Aoocci people. So it's like a sister or a brother company of Aoocci. But they've come out with something a little bit different. So we're not going to connect it to the bike, are we?
Because we've got so much on it.
We've got so much on the bike. What we're going to do is talk you through this, because this has got a couple of things on there that's kind of a little bit different to others.
I quite like that bit, actually.
It's not bad. So this thing here has got, so let's have a look at the specs. I'm referring to my iPad. Oh yeah, do it from there, look.
It has wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, blind spot detection, a quick release mount, which is a bit funky.
I know, I quite like that.
CNC metal bracket, tyre pressure monitors, 180p, 1080p. 1080. I'm doing it at my gig lamps on. Dual cameras, auto brightness screen, motor navigation, and it's IP67 water and dust proof.
Excellent. And how big is the screen? Is there some, does it say how big the screen is?
No.
Because without measuring it, it's a big screen.
It is, yeah.
It is a very big screen.
In actual fact, there's very...
Well, actually it's 5.5, because you'll see in a minute when we start it up that it's got quite a big bezel around it, which is a little bit different than some of the others, isn't it?
Yeah.
What were we going to say?
We've had to go online to find a user manual, which isn't
on their website. So we'll be getting hold of them and saying, you know, when you go to their website
easy for us.
And you select the product and you download the manual, because there is no manual in the box, which is kind of good.
There's stuff in the box, but there's nothing.
They're saving on the paper, but they're not saving on the plastic, unfortunately. So when you go and download the manual on there, it's for one of the Aooccis, which is bizarre. So they've obviously not put the right link on there, which
they'll get there, perhaps.
I mean, they are really good.
Yeah.
Certainly the Aooccis that we've had have been really good, haven't they?
Yep.
You can use them with your gloves, the touch screen, they're ready. 5.5 inches. Or dual gloves.
That's jazz hands, isn't it?
Jazz hands.
What's that?
Is this when we look and go, great?
That's
Do you remember?
I've got a velvet jacket. That's a turtle, by the way.
Wow.
Wow.
That was arguably one of the best shows in my growing up, was that Fast Show.
Yeah.
Jazz Club.
Another impression, you see that?
What's that?
That's an anteater.
Oh my God. Anyway, back to the stuff that you've come into. So looking at their specifications on their website, the resolution for this screen is 960 by 480. It's got 1400 CDM squared brightness for some reason. It's got a dual core ARM Cortex A53 for those people that enjoy those things.
Is any of those letters in the right order there?
I think I just mashed them up in my head. And it's got an operating system of Linux, Bluetooth 4.2, Wi-Fi 2.4 and 5 gig, which is really good because 5 gig is quicker at getting the footage onto your phone and stuff like that. Front and rear cameras, like you said. The viewing angle is 140 degrees, so it's quite big. So a lot of them are 120, aren't they? So
we've seen cameras like this before, though, haven't we? On different.
We have.
They're very similar to a lot of other companies. You know, there's only a certain amount of cameras you can have, aren't there?
And it would take a 64 gig card up to 128.
Which comes in the box.
Yeah, so they sent a 64 gig card in there, which was really quite good, wasn't it? So what we're going to do is show you what.
Before we go any further, I have a complaint.
Okay, what's the complaint?
I've got to come over here and do this.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is outrageous. Look at this. Every single piece has come with a plastic bag. Right, that's not acceptable in today's...
Well, no. And
it doesn't need it.
And do you know what? Other than it being really not that acceptable because it's plastic, is it doesn't give it, so on the outside of the box they've taken great lengths to making it look really good, the product inside and all the bits look and they feel really good. But then when you start opening bits of things in really cheap bags,
Because I've just noticed there's a bit in there we haven't even got to yet.
it kind of detracts, for me, the quality that you think that you're opening, because everything else is really good quality. But this kind of lets it down a little bit. So perhaps less plastic and just bundle it all in the thing with...
I think so.
What's wrong with like cardboard
Things.
You know, just that you've got a range of cables like that, just a bit of cardboard going around there saying rear camera. You know, because that would be far less, wouldn't it? Yeah. But shall we tell you what we get in it? Can we do
Please,
that?
I think we should get that far.
Okay, so we're having to do this in a different location. My holiday retreat. So we have got lots and lots of things here, haven't we, Matt?
Here we got.
So firstly, we've got...
Shed loads.
Yeah, so firstly, we've got the unit there. So this unit comes with a handy protector. And the unit is really, it feels really quite well made. It doesn't feel like metal, although parts of it does. So the back part and the mount feel like metal, but this feels like good formed plastic. What I do like is on the front, they haven't got their logo. Where Carpuride, another version of this sort of thing, has got a massive Carpuride there, and I think it detracts a little bit. But these, they put it on the back there, so you know what it is. This bit of wire comes out, and all these wires are connectable in only one place. They're color coded and they've got different number of pins inside. So you get the actual unit. So what else do we get? We get
blind spot detector.
Yeah.
We get 2 cameras, front and rear.
Yeah.
And loads of wire.
Yeah, loads of wire, which is good. And they are labelled, look. So you've got...
Yeah, which is important. How many times do you get stuff where it's not labelled?
Yeah.
GPS.
GPS. Then,
says it on it.
Yeah. This I quite like, this thing here.
Then we've got a handlebar controller for the actual thing. So that goes over your handlebars, which means you can control it all from the actual handlebar, and you're not taking your hands off necessarily and poking screens and doing all that kind of stuff. And tells you what it is.
Yeah.
And we've got the other end of all the wires. Oh no, you've already mentioned that, haven't you?
Yeah.
So that connects to the camera and everything else.
Yeah.
Then we have the power unit, which is waterproof. Connectors for the battery.
Yeah.
They're good connectors as well, actually. Cables as well.
And they feel substantially thick cables, don't they?
Yep. Then we have a ball and socket, like a ram mount type thing for the handlebar to fit the device to. So if I just do that, it'll fit in there like that.
Yeah, and you've got different inserts as well. So these black inserts.
Got a whole bag of inserts which just fit inside. If I show you like this, they clip in. Oh God, other deities are available. Just clips in like that.
Yeah, and they've got there's little lugs. Can you bring it a bit closer so you see the lugs?
So they fit in, if you can see it, like that. On the actual rubber insert, there's like a little cutout on the...
Which is good, isn't it? So
when that goes in, it stops it spinning around when it's on the bars, when you try to tighten it up and all that, which is good, I think, like that. Now you get a load of different ones of those. I mean, that's how small they go down to.
Yeah, and that's a big thick one.
Yep.
Right, and then we get some...
Tyre wraps.
Cable ties.
In plastic.
Yeah.
Then we get tyre pressure monitoring.
Which is, for all intents and purposes, exactly the same as the ones you would get with OC or different ones.
You get the spanner to fit them.
They screw onto your valves.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll put them back in there, we don't want to lose them. Then you get some cleaning kit, cloths.
Yeah. Screen protector accessories.
And look at that. You actually get a proper screwdriver.
Yeah, proper Phillips screwdriver to put in the SD card and stuff in the side of the unit.
And bizarrely enough, to the bracket that you connect to your handlebars is a Torx.
Yeah.
But then when you connect the back of the quick release, that's Allen key.
but you can't get to that from the
But
outside.
you can't get to it. So
But
once it's on.
the security thing, if we can come right in, it's got that tiny little thing in the middle. So it's that hex key with something in the middle. So if you used a normal hex key, you wouldn't be able to get
it
it
out.
So quick release mount. This is the special bit.
So notice it's got this little red bit here. All you do is press that in, hold it tight, and then
pull it away.
pull it away.
If you show the inside of that and the outside of there.
So basically you've got cutaways, and you'll notice that the red lock part, if you want, when you press that in, that hooks onto that. So
and it goes into that little hole, doesn't it?
it clips into there. So if you just do that and do that, it's quite stiff. That's pretty good, isn't it?
It gives quite a good solid connection, and it shows that these manufacturers are starting to think about these sort of things, because lots of them either screw on and they're always on, or they're not on there.
So you will have to unscrew that if you're taking it away.
Yeah, but that's the same with the
anything.
Oh, what was the one we did the other day? The Chigee? The
Chigee one, the new Chigee one. So pretty good.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is connect it to this handy battery.
There.
So are you able to do that? Will I connect it to the battery and I'll just connect it all up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we've got a spare BMW battery here, much like we did with the Aoocci. So we're going to connect it, haven't we? So never done this before.
Hope it works.
Yeah. So
what's the worst that can happen?
I don't know, but I don't really want to fire.
We're not
So
far away.
I would say to do this, you would wire everything up, and I would leave the connection to the head unit off until you've done all the other wiring.
Absolutely.
Because that's where you need to find everything. So the first thing I need to find on here is the rear camera. So the rear camera is here. So let's move all of this stuff out of the way. So rear camera can go here, and it's blue, and you can see in there that there's only so many, I mean, it's color coded and there's only so many pins in there, so you can't get it wrong. And this is, I think, where all these companies are really doing good things, because it all fits really well. So then we've got front camera, which is a black one, and that's got more pins. So not only is it color coded, and there's a little nib in there that can only go in one place, so you're not going to get them wrong here.
You don't know.
Well, you know,
Unless you're colourblind.
or if you're doing it in the dark. Yeah. Right, so the controller is here, and I really like the controller because the buttons are...
Oh, clicky. You can
The
say
people that like the clicky noise controller, and that is color coded, surprise, surprise. And that is in, and then what else have we got? We have got the GPS. So GPS.
Loads of cable, isn't there?
I know. This is the only thing that they're going to have to start overcoming, isn't it? The amount of wires that you have on your motorbike now in order to do anything.
Well,
and then we've got
more and more difficult to hide stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, so that is the power. Now, because we have no manual, we are sort of going blind here. So this blind spot detection, it's a shame that it doesn't connect into here. So that blind spot has got a ground and an ignition wire. So what we'll do is we'll put it out there and we'll see if it works. But I would have liked to have seen that plug into the actual unit.
I don't understand why it couldn't be.
No.
There's going to be power to it, isn't there?
But it does show that you can fit it without it, I suppose, can?
Yeah.
Because, you know, I noticed the first time we did the one on the Innovv, lots of people were saying, well, why do you need that? It's something extra. I know what's behind me. Well, if there's something that tells you what's behind you and it helps out just a little bit more, isn't it better than not having it, if it comes?
I think so.
I do as well. So where is my big screwdriver? Over here. Right, you ready for crack? We should do like, do you remember Kenny Everett when he was like Cupid Stunt? I'll just put this on here and then...
Have you seen that bloke on YouTube who just sets the firework off in his lounge and sets fire to himself?
And then you come back to me next time and I'm on fire or something. Now somebody will probably shout at me and say, you're not connecting these in the right order, but it's a battery. Get over it.
It's late in the day, isn't it? I can tell.
Yeah, so I've connected these up, and this is the first thing you see. So the first thing that I'm quite surprised about is the brightness of that screen. So let's select English and confirm. So 2025 is the year. Is it July yet?
No.
It's June still, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how do you... Oh, yeah. And it is the 31st, isn't it?
Yeah. 30th.
30th. Oh. So that's a bit fiddly, isn't it, having to do that? So, yeah, so say that's right. So you can set that. Set your time zone. Well, we're not in there. We're in we're in 0, aren't we?
There you go. You can get it at the right time.
Excellent. Oh, wow, look at that. So this is the home screen. So if we had those tyre pressure monitors fitted when we were riding, you'd see the numbers here. So you can hit that as well and then set your low and your high pressure alarm, turn it into bar or...
That's temperature.
and the temperature, but you can change it from bar to PSI, that's it.
Yeah.
And then temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So you would press this to bind the wheels. They're saying bind, so you're connecting it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So that'll be pretty straightforward.
I like that screen.
It's look really funky, doesn't it? It's got a... Now, obviously we're inside, but we've got loads of stuff up the top. So what have we got there? Can we click on these? So they're just telling you what's going on, aren't they?
Yeah.
So let's go into settings and see what's available. I quite like the colours. They'd be quite easy to see, wouldn't they? So instrument, Wi-Fi video, tyre pressure settings, audio settings, GPS and time format, Wi-Fi video. So it's exactly the same. So you connect on Wi-Fi. That's really cool, isn't it? Time settings, we've seen language, unit, miles per hour and kilometres, which is really good because when these things first come out, they were only kilometres, weren't they? So about the device, Z55 Pro, it really astounds me that they make such good products, and then when you look at the name of it, it's named something completely different. Why is it not named Z55B? Because it isn't a Pro, is it? It gets quite confusing, doesn't it? And then you can reset it. So by looking at it, the only way to try and connect it is to go to mobile screen, CarPlay, and then reset link. So if we come out...
There it is. It was there.
Go on, do it again. Sorry. Go back all the way. Mark's got about 1 million trucks on his... No, so it's not there yet, is it?
It was.
So waiting for it to appear. Use the iPhone to connect to Bluetooth, which is what we've gone into. First connection may take longer to wait. Supports Apple phones. When prompted to use iPhone's CarPlay, use the CarPlay option.
There it is.
Well, it's popped up. And we're about 6 inches to 10 inches away from the phone. So this isn't abnormally far away where you would be doing that.
There we go.
Brilliant. Yeah, so press pair. Yeah, allow. So it's just allowing all the syncing and pairing requests.
It's funny how he gave us a number, but he didn't give us a number on that screen.
Yeah, and it didn't give us a way to say yes on here either, did it?
Connect to CarPlay.
Connect.
Connected.
So even though
Not connected.
Good Bluetooth, it does take a bit of a while, doesn't it?
Yeah. Although it says it's not connected here now. But
well, you are.
You've got it, yeah. Weird.
Very strange, but CarPlay is exactly the same as any CarPlay. Right, so now it's connected. we can go into mobile screen, and hopefully it's not picking up my hand too much and taking the focus out. But CarPlay is there, and it's really bright actually.
It is quite bright.
The screen's really nice. So we're not going to talk around what you can have on CarPlay. CarPlay is CarPlay, isn't it? It's one of those things. But what I do want to see is if we pressed, so I think these buttons, I think this, because there is no manual that I can find, so that button would go from screen to screen.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Which is good. This button is a telephone, but it says please insert the SD card, which I find a bit weird. And the bottom button cycles through everything as well. So there must be a way in here to set the buttons, surely. There is nothing.
Instrument.
Oh, I thought there was another screen.
What was
there.
instrument now?
No, there's nothing else there. But you can cycle through the stuff, which is really good, isn't it? So you've got your mobile, you've got your screen here. This is your home screen. It's got various things on there. So you'd have your tyre pressures there, and you can click them. Tells you front and back, and all you do to bind them is press bind front wheel, bind rear wheel, and you can set your lower and upper alarm limits, and they'll come up as an alarm at the front of the screen. You can change it from bar to PSI and from C to Fahrenheit. So that's quite funky, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got those. The recorder, this has got a load of things down there. So you could press record, we'd need the SD card in there, and it would record quite nicely. You can take a screenshot. That's your microphone, so you can record the sound or not, just a touch of a button, and that's great, isn't it? Because how many
I saw somebody riding the other day with some kind of Chigee or CarPlay, and he actually had his front camera playing on his screen. It was like, why would you do that?
So it's good to be able to turn that off, because who wants to hear grinding engine noises as you're riding along? You can lock a file. This thing here flips to and from the front and rear, but you can also swipe. So that's quite handy. So if you wanted to quickly look at the front or rear, you haven't got to keep pressing buttons and fumbling around. Then you get some settings, so you can change the duration of the video recording to 1, 2 and 3 minutes. It's set 1 at the minute. Post-recording settings, so for your cameras, if you had to put them up or different way, you could flip the rear one. There's nothing for the front, strangely enough. It's just rear recording settings. Weird. Collision sensitivity, you can have low, off, low, medium and high. Sentinel mode, this is where if it's turned off and your vehicle's bumped, it will start recording. So that's off at the moment, but you can have that turned on, but it may well drain your battery because it's always going to take a current, isn't it? The recording switch, now there is no switch on here that replicates that icon. We've got a home, a telephone and a recircle one. So recording switch is off at the moment, so let's put it open. And it doesn't seem to have any effect on any of it, does it?
No, that's weird.
Yeah, so, and then you can format the SD card. So that is, in a nutshell, the CarPlay motorcycle riding system, the Z55B. So you recall us talking about our radar. Well, stupidly, because it's been a really long week, I put the wires on the wrong way round. So now I have got the ground to ground and accessory to the live, which is simulating it all being on all the time, isn't it, on the battery?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is go into the radar settings and click pair radar. Now in the box,
Oh,
let's take that off so you'll be able to see. We stuck it back on again. We have got the radar. And that quick, it's paired.
wow.
How cool is that? So we've got the radar switches on, radar mirror is off. I don't really understand what that means. Rear view, radar rear view on and buzzer on. So, anything? I did bang into it.
No,
but
nothing. Didn't see anything. No.
No.
We can't replicate a vehicle travelling towards it.
But it does work. So I wanted to point out that it did work because of the stupid Toby.
Don't beat yourself up. Yeah,
Well,
beat yourself up.
Well, I'll only beat myself up until the camera's off. But no, it was my fault. So it does pair really easily. I think you get something like 22% off or something with one of our links. God. We get a little bit back, but it comes with everything. And this is what I like about these things now. There is a choice for you no matter what you want. So if you want one of these and you don't want to pay as much as a Chigee, because the Chigees are really expensive, but they're arguably a little bit better quality in some ways, you could do that. If you just wanted this thing but without the radar, you could buy it all because it's cheap enough and just not put the radar on.
Yep.
Because it is an extra faff having to wire that as well as the camera all the way back. I think it's quite a funky unit, and the fact that this GPS has picked up where we are from within the house.
That's pretty cool.
You don't get a lot of them do that very quickly, and this did it really quickly. The fact
Some of them can't even find it when they're under the seat of a bike.
Well, yeah, I thought you were going to say under the sea. And that they've included a really quite a small controller for the handlebars.
Yeah, some of them are huge, aren't they?
Yeah, and some of them are a lot bigger than they really need to be, aren't they? But the best bit by far for this one is not only have you got all those bits, but this quick release mount, if you can get it on the right way, means that when it's plugged onto the bike and it's screwed on, so imagine that's on the bike, just pressing this button down and pulling down means that you can release it really quickly. The only thing you've got to do is undo that, and that's the same for a lot of them.
We like that.
What I like about this is they've chosen the one that screws in.
Yep.
Lots of other ones are starting to have the USB-C that plugs in, although it's really tight.
Yeah.
Bikes vibrate quite a bit, and if you can lock that and screw it up, actually, that's probably a better fitting because it screws in, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's been a very, very rough and ready review of this unit. We would put it on the bike, but we've ripped the bike apart so many times to do these things that we were actually saying that whilst it's lovely to be able to do these, I'm getting a little bit tired of taking the bike apart to show you another thing. So what I think about that is kind of a little bit special about this one is the price is really good, the quality of it's really good, it comes pretty quickly, and you've got the quick release. So for those people that are worried about that quick release, blind spot, it's really good. If we could have tested it, we could have tested it. But if I was in the market for a dash cam system with a screen and CarPlay and have it all in one thing, I'd seriously think about this, and I'd seriously think about not putting that on. Only because it just means that I haven't got a faff with it.
Yeah.
So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Check out the links in the bottom, in the description, because you might get, well, it's like something like 20% odd off, which is really, really good. So we'll see you in the next video.